All right, so we're gonna run this team again with the Venusaur and Ultra Premier, and we'll see if we can end the night GBL wise on another winning set. But yeah, I think after this I'm gonna do some end of event shiny hunting. The big boys event goes on for another couple hours, so I'll probably pop a couple incense and just sort of hang out and chat with everybody. We'll talk a little bit about the new Sylph stuff. All right, Emmanuel K. Solar music. It's called Escavalier. Escavalier. GX cry. It's gonna cry. I have plans, but they're all ugly. It's mostly a Alolan Muck. All right, so Ampharos, not a Pokemon I'm worried about. What I am worried about is them timing a switch on me. And I'm also aware of the fact that Ampharos has some win conditions against us that involve numerous shields. I mean, it could have Dragon Pulse, yeah, but Dragon Pulse doesn't hit that hard. It's got Focus Blast. Okay, that's a lot of energy, friend. A lot of energy for not much result. Okay, they do have a Blaziken though. I thought it was Charizard for a second, which is why I'm throwing the Sludge Bomb and not the other move. But Blaziken's awfully squishy. This Blaziken's also on Fire Spin. So it's a Fire Spin Blaziken. That is something. So Alolan Muck is gonna have to clean this up, because the Escavalier cannot deal with Fire Spin Blaziken. If it was on counter, I might actually go that route. Blaze Kick, sure, but it's not. So I'm hoping that they don't shield. Basically, I'm really kind of relying on this to land. Okay, so there's the shield. We're gonna do the same. The Spicy Chicken is doing work. There's a lot of redundancy between our back two Pokemon, so like frequently stuff that's good against, that Muck's good against, Escavalier is also good against. So usually I don't mind sort of these sort of sequences, because it's like there's maybe a grass type in the back and they're both good against that. Nope, there's a Swampert in the back. Okay. All right. What I'm hoping here is that this is a Hydro Cannon. It almost certainly is. I don't think it kills us. So we get to Dark Pulse them. And then, if I remember my matchup correctly, we should be able to kill them with a Escavalier before they can kill us, because they need to throw 2 moves at me to kill me. None of their moves individually kill me. So 2 Hydro Cannons. Let's hope they don't get there. Oh, or 1 Earthquake, not gonna do it. You need two moves. It's not on Water Gun. Oh, well then it's not spicy enough. Whew. It's close. I'm not saying it isn't close, but you do need to throw 2 moves. So you definitely throw 2 Hydro Cannons. That was what I was worried about. I think they could have thrown 2 Hydro Cannons. I think they could have. This is your reminder that Escavalier is a bug. It takes neutral damage from ground because Steel Bug takes neutral damage from ground. Am I correct on my typing for once? Am I correct on my typing this time? I'm not messing that up. All right, Joe Hamar. Let's go. It's got an orange beak too. Yeah, its feet and beak are the same color orange, basically. All right, we've got Venusaur and Obstagoon. We've played through this before. We are generally favored here. The only thing I have some concern about is a Gunk Shot, which they didn't bait. So either they don't have Gunk Shot, which is good to know, or they're just not baiting you Gunk Shot, which is fine. Both of those are fine results. But we resist counter, and the Night Slashes don't hit very hard. So this is generally a winning matchup for you. And you can usually peel off some shields too. Like, we could shield this move because they shielded, but I would rather, we're taking so little damage from the counters that I'm just not. Ooh, that's not good. That, however, the combination of lag and the fact they just got a boost is a little bit concerning. That said, I'm going to go ahead and try and punish this. I'm going to force them out, I think. Because they're double weak to counter. So, like, they can stay in here. But here's where I'm going to use a shield. All right. That lag was very poorly timed. And then we see a Gyarados. All right, well. We resist Dragon Breaths. And I'm aware that Mega Horn is resisted here. But Gyarados squishy. Just as an aside. It does about half. It does about half. And they're out of shield. So we could definitely win this fight. We could definitely win this fight. I think I care more about the shield. And I also think I still can get to another Mega Horn here before they kill me. So we're going to win this fight and keep our shield, which is definitely a thing I want to do. That's definitely a fine place to be. We still have the Muck, which just has really good across the board matchups. Their last Pokemon is a Gallade. All right, well, unfortunately, they're going to get up to Leaf Blade land here, which I don't like. Or Close Combat land. Both of those are options for them. What I'm worried about here is like a Close Combat and then a switch. So I'm actually going to use the shield now. Ah. Boo. Okay. None of these moves hurt that bad. The Venusaur has some energy, I think. And given... Yeah, there we go. So then we can kill this. They're gonna be able to get one more move in. I think in hindsight, I regret where we're at here. So they'll get one more confusion in. I'm not worried about dying to a close combat. And I'm pretty sure they die to a gunk shot. So are you ready? Let's see what happens when you hit a Gallade with a trash can. The same thing that happens when you hit everything with a trash can. It dies. All right, let's go. Sandy 827 is next up. Former rank 10. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What do you got for us? We got a Venusaur into an Escavalier. So that is a terrible Pokemon for us to see. A matchup we hate and don't have a good counter for. Escavalier leads are bad for us. We are kind of inclined to just come in here and do our best. Just do our best. I don't mind matching their shields, although the annoying thing for us is that, interesting, they haven't done anything yet, is that basically they should be one counter ahead of us. They should be. And yeah, see, they're one counter ahead of us. So I think the plan here, unfortunately, is either to eliminate this thing and hope we can play ourselves out of our predicament with switch advantage, or narrowly lose, in which case you can try and ride the Muck somewhere. I don't know how you ride a Muck. It's made mostly of sludge, but we may also just narrowly win this if the energy doesn't work out for them. Oh, well, that's disappointing. That's awfully disappointing. But with this thing eliminated, I actually think that Venusaur is looking pretty good, unless they've got a fire type on this team too, which is possible. All right, so they have a Snorlax. That's fine. This is a winning matchup for us as well. I guess their best case scenario is potentially an Earthquake. Tangrowth Partners Disc, we ran it a little earlier. You need to cover it from fire types probably. Is probably your biggest concern, and definitely from like Escavalier, because it kind of beats up on that pretty good. We can talk about that in a second though. Okay, so we're Frenzy Plant this thing, and then we have to figure out what their last Pokemon is. If it's a Swampert, I feel great. Nope, it's a Lapras. So I just want to get to this Frenzy Plant. So we're going to throw the Frenzy Plant, and then we're going to go to Muck. And I think the plan is probably pretty... Well, I was going to say the plan is pretty clear. The downside is that if they have a Skull Bash, which they might, I don't want to run the risk of accidentally dying. I don't remember how much damage Skull Bash does to Muck, so we're just gonna close this out. I know that you were thirsty for another trash can, but I felt like that was playing with fire a little bit. GG's. Oh, all right. That worked out. I'm so glad that they didn't have an option for Escavalier. I'm so glad that like they built a team where both the weak two are both back to weak to Escavalier, so they just let it go. Mes Pokemon. Very nice. Let's go. What do you got for us? What do you got? Ay, again? That's not what we're looking for. So we're gonna duck out again. And we're gonna, again, our hope is that they just stay in here. That's kind of where we're at. We're just like, I think we just want them to stay in. It'd be funny if it's the exact same team we saw last time. There's the shield. Again, they're ahead, right? In theory, unless they dropped one. Yeah, Catherine, that's definitely true. Where once people realized it had Rock Slide, its good days were over. Yeah, see, they're definitely ahead, but we're gonna play this the same way as last time. I can't beat the Escavalier elsewhere on my team necessarily, so we are going to try and beat it here. Okay. Probably a smart play, knowing that I have Venusaur in the lead. But wow, we missed a lot of bubbles there. We should not have missed those bubbles, but we missed some bubbles there. And they let that land, which is great, because obviously it does a lot of damage. So what's our plan? I don't really know. Our plan is to Venusaur this thing out, and then use the fact that Frenzy Plant still hits Escavalier relatively hard to our advantage. Like, obviously we're not favored here, but if they opt to not shield, we can be in okay shape. Yeah, they don't. So like, that's pretty okay. It's pretty okay damage. We don't get one shot by any of this stuff. Not quite. Like, and they drill runned us, which is the worst of the two moves, because we're actually going to get this second Frenzy Plant off now. And then depending on what they want to do, the problem is we're out of shields, so I can't like aggressively go to the Alolan Muck and use a shield. Like, so they're definitely sort of prioritizing this matchup. We've already eliminated the Swampert though, so this will kill us. What else back here? It could be like a fairy type. Nope, it is an Empoleon. We are gonna not be able to beat this, I don't think. I don't think we're gonna be able to beat this. 2 Dark Pulses is what we need, which is why I'm going to both. We're gonna go to both. Okay. I don't think, yeah, you should have Mega Horned. Absolutely should have Mega Horned against me, but did not. Let's see how much this does. Ooh, okay. I think we actually might have this. We might actually have this. That Escavalier is basically dead and does not have energy. So, Snarl, please, Snarl. Hey. Doop. There it is. Doop. There it is. Doop. There it is. I don't know if that's their name, but whatever. Let's go. Venusaur, Machamp. Okay. I'm okay with this. So we do take a reasonable... see. The funny thing is, like, if you're gonna duck out to something, you sure you want to duck out to a thing that already takes a bunch of damage from Frenzy Plants? We'll go here. Like, that thing takes a bunch of damage from Frenzy Plant. Still. It still does. So we could have easily stayed in that matchup. I'm actually pretty okay with just like coming in here and farming up a couple Dark Pulses before throwing. Like, they're not shielding this, but I can either get another Dark Pulse, or I could probably shield and throw a gunk shot at the Machamp. Like, I think we're gonna shield and then we're gonna gunk shot. Yeah, Crunch is not the move to throw. That maybe they didn't have another move, so there's the cross chop. And then we're just gonna throw this. If they shield, great. Like, I'm not in love with where we're at here, but okay, they shield. It's fine. Fine. How dare you? How dare you deny me my love? How dare you deny me my love? Okay, well, I'm gonna deny you some shit too, I guess. Their team a little soft to Venusaur. And I think if there's a Pokemon in Ultra Premier you don't really want to be soft to, it's Venusaur. Like, Venusaur is pretty prevalent and pretty strong. I don't think that's where you want to be. We also already have a Frenzy Plant loaded, so we should be able to kill the that's perfect. See, we throw that Mega Horn. Now we get to farm this down. We get to force the shield on the Machamp. And then we Frenzy Plant for the win. Right? Because they're not gonna kill us. They are not gonna be able to kill us before we get them dead. We'll have, like, even this will land, it's fine. We still have a shield too. Everything's great. I think the only thing that I'm nervous about is the Machamp winning CMP. It's the only thing I'm nervous about is Machamp having a charge move and winning CMP. Okay, perfect. This is the outcome we wanted. I think maybe they thought they could sneak in a counter and get me dead, but or we win CMP. That's also a possibility. I'd be surprised, but cross chop. Boop. There we go. And we get the Frenzy Plant for the win, yeah? Bye-bye. Oh, it's not quite. It's not quite. It's not a shadow. It's not a shadow. Okay, fine. I forgot that's not quite a shadow Machamp. So, GG's. Oof. I like it. I like it. The badge is finally ticking up. I feel like we have more wins than that. I feel like 751 is not the correct number. Yay!
I am not a robot without emotions. I am not what you see. I've come to help you with your